Gobert to Dante DiVincenzo, and away we go on a Saturday afternoon. Thanks for finding us. Celtics and the Timberwolves have played amazing games over the last couple of years. The last 5 meetings have been decided by one possession or overtime. Julius Randle drives on Jaylen Brown, turns, fades on the baseline, and hits. Julius Randle has put up big numbers against the Celtics for years in New York and now in Minnesota.
Tough shot coming back to the left off the wrong foot.
Peyton Pritchard. Oh, they could use a guy like Peyton Pritchard here in Minnesota. Bounce pass for Neemias Queta. Gobert comes out to challenge. Dribble handoff. Pritchard drops it, has it back. Chased by McDaniels here. Shot clock down to 9. Pritchard, kick out. Jaylen Brown against Gobert. Makes the extra pass into the corner where Jordan Walsh is all alone, but his three is no good. Julius Randle got confused defensively, but he ends up with the rebound. Need for DiVincenzo. He's been hurt in the Celtics since he came into the league as a rookie with Milwaukee. Randle catches up top. Straight away three comes up short. Rebound Jaylen Brown.
Out of the box out Gobert. Good job then by Queta.
Jaylen Brown pull up three in transition swish.
He loves this opportunity right here.
Yeah, against Edwards, you can tell. Edwards makes the extra pass into the corner. Jaden McDaniels all alone for three, no good, but the rebound comes right back to him. Jordan Walsh reaches in, knocks the ball free, and there comes Jaylen Brown. Jaylen going to attack, Euro step, floats it up, and easily blocked back into play by McDaniels. Jaylen had nowhere to go. Jaden McDaniels against Derek White. Randle makes the extra pass. Anthony Edwards up picks on Jordan Walsh. Moves into the left corner for a DiVincenzo three.
Well, has a great looking stroke. This time just sat, waited for the basketball, knocked it down.
5-3 Minnesota. McDaniels has been shooting a three great. DiVincenzo and Edwards up near 40%. Celtics have their best three-point shooting game against Detroit. Jaylen Brown watches Edwards sail by, thought about driving instead. He gives it to Queta just to get it right back, but Gobert takes the paint away. 4 to shot clock. Jaylen going to have to create something. He's going to jump backwards into that hope shot. It's an air ball, but Queta catches it and puts it up and in, just beating the shot clock buzzer as he knocks down McDaniels.
Just put it up on the rim. At least get an opportunity, then you get the follow-up.
Ties the game at 5. McDaniels down the middle of the floor, runs it up with the left hand, no good. Queta gets the rebound. McDaniels went down, wanted a foul. 5-on-4 the other way. Pritchard going to call his own number, and that number would have been 3, but it bounces short. Offensive rebound, Queta. Kick out. Jaylen all alone. 3 in the air. That is no good. Rebound comes right back to him. Pritchard up fakes the 3 on Gobert, brings it to Derek White, swings it around the horn. Jordan Walsh will try from the left side. That one is no good. Celtics getting a boatload of open threes, but they are missing them here in the early going. They missed 4 out of 5.
Gotta attack that rim. How I feel about that.
Gobert handed DiVincenzo and his straightaway 3. That bounces short. Rebound Queta, quick handoff. Derek White seems to have combined to go 2 of 9 here from 3 to begin the game. Derek White bounce pass, backdoor cut. Jaylen Brown 2-hand slam.
Beat Julius Randle easy there going back there.
7-5, Boston by 2. Nearly 3 minutes in. Julius Randle dribbles it on Queta, trying to draw a foul on him, and that's exactly what he does. He's got Queta leaning.
You know why this happened? Queta has those arms down, and what they're going to do, go right into the arms. If Queta keeps his arms straight up, like somebody, like he's being robbed at a bank, I think then, he's not going to pick up those fouls.
Let the offensive player come into him. Maybe take a charge. Randle will go to the free throw line, and if they have to make a move, does it have to be Randle? Remember, last year they got off to a slow start because they were acclimating him. You think of that Randle-Towns trade. The difficult part of that trade is it was made basically during training camp. Neither team could adjust right away.
Who do you move? You're not moving anybody else.
Randle misses the second free throw. So the Celtics lead 7-6. Queta hobbled for a bit. Got that rebound. Jaylen Brown deep on the right side. Edwards guarding him. It's a superstar matchup here this afternoon. Queta straight away. Derek White coming off the screen. There's that little zoom handoff. Derek White coming down the right side with options. He floats it up. No good. Offensive rebound. Another one for Queta. Muscles Gobert out of the way and floats it up where Gobert goaltends it. And how many times have we seen Queta use his muscle to knock a guy away?
What he's done, he's learned over these games. The thing that you do in the NBA, make sure you keep a body on somebody and knock them away with your own strength.
Celtics by 3, 9-6. DiVincenzo lead for Julius Randle. Little step back, finds McDaniels driving in on the baseline. Derek White takes the paint away, so he has to run high off the window, and he scores anyway. Derek White made that a tough shot, but McDaniels made it 9-8.
2 people made it. Queta came at the end trying to block that shot.
Edwards staying in front of Jaylen Brown here, left side, so the kick out Queta. Hand off back for Jaylen Brown, but he's hesitating. Edwards is chasing him, so he hands to Pritchard instead. Pritchard works his way to the elbow. Gobert is there, so Pritchard backs it out. Stop and start. Zips it to Queta. They try to give and go, but Gobert takes that away, so Queta has to turn, spin, take the shot himself, and it's no good. That was going nowhere fast. No bailout options on that play. Randall, Pritchard trying to stay in front of him. Randall blows by him, finds the trailer, Gobert for the layup.
With that big body trailing, hands up, ready to catch it in motion there.
Wolves regain the lead 10-9. Minute number 5 here in Minneapolis. The Celtics have been good, but as Derek White drives, hands to Cada underneath. Gobert followed Derek White on the drive, so Cada was all alone for the slam. And Cada living large here, 6.6 rebounds here in the first 5 minutes.
Vincenzo never followed that play up defensively there.
Randall catches, steps back away from Jaylen Brown and knocks down a 3.
But it's become so much more reliable from the three-point line. When they first got in this league, essentially was a bull in the challenge shot.
7-2-1 for Minnesota. They lead by 2. Jaylen Brown misses an open 3. Offensive rebound, another one for Cada. Kick out to Pritchard, his 3. That bounces out. Another offensive rebound. Jaylen Brown behind the back pass for the cutter. Cada, he lays it in with the left hand. The Celtics are dominating, dominating the offensive glass here. They've tied the game at 13.
You would not think that would be the case with a big team like this.
Celtics just 6 of 16, but they're plus 5 on the glass. Randall pulls his way into Jaylen Brown. Jaylen punches the ball away. Jordan Wall just trying to grab it. He finally does. Gets it away to Jaylen Brown. Minnesota coming off a bad 3-game road trip. The crowd is quiet here. Jaylen Brown kick out. Derek White's 3 comes up short. Celtics are 1 of 8 from 3, and yet the game is tied. So here's Randall. 14 Vincenzo. Lobs on the inside. Edwards finally, they go to him against Derek White. Edwards throws a shoulder into him, turns, left hand, runs it off the window and in. That was easy.
Nice little move. This time going back across his body. Felt the defender slow him down. This time no resistance going back to the left.
First shot for Anthony Edwards makes it 15-13, Minnesota by 2. Derek White dribbles to 17 feet. His elbow jumper switch ties the game.
Easy opportunity.
That's enough for Chris Finch.
Gobert is not coming out the challenge.
Chris Finch knows it, and he's going to put a stop to it. 6:01 to go. Opening quarter at Target Center. Boston 15, Minnesota 15. Mike Centrella of Abington, and Boston goes up by 15 at any point in the first. Mike wins the opportunity to see a game for the Ford Sports Tech. End of the contest at 98.5, thesportshub.com. Celtics in a stretch of high-profile home games, nationally televised home games. They will not have a league pass home game for about 3 weeks until that added Detroit game on December 15th. Because this week we got the Knicks on NBC Tuesday night, Lakers on Amazon Prime on Friday. Out of the timeout, Naz Reid in the game for the first time playing with Gobert. Randall comes out for Minnesota. Simons and Garza check in for the Celtics as Anthony Edwards steps back away from Simons and knocks down a three to break the tie. 18-15. Edwards shoots a ton of them. It's his 49th of the year. Garza, Josh Minot. Got a little welcome home tribute video before the game. Jaylen Brown down the left side. Pump fake. Gobert just too tall. Doesn't go for it. Jaylen kick out to Simons. Simons pressured by Anthony Edwards, reaching for the steal. Simons drives around him, switches to the right hand, flips it off the window and in. That was nifty.
That was great. This time just avoided Gobert. That long arm just threw it up high.
18-17, Celtics down by one. Jordan Walsh fouls Edwards as he starts his drive.
See, I don't like when Edwards, when Walsh gives these easy fouls like that. If you're gonna put someone on Edwards, you gotta put something a little bit more wood on it.
Now comes to DiVincenzo. Simons chasing him. 5:04 to go in the first quarter. Minnesota with the ball up by one. Edwards return to DiVincenzo. Long three is good. Simons left him. So back-to-back threes by Edwards and DiVincenzo, and Minnesota's up by 4, 21-17.
Well, I love his arrogance, the way he plays the game.
Jaylen Brown pulls up at 18 over Gobert. Jumper is true.
Wow. To shoot over a guy that big, man, that's tough.
The long twos that he has hit this year have just been insane. Edwards stop and start, loses Jordan Walsh, step back 18-footer is good, and he just put Jordan Walsh on his highlight reel.
Let's put a lot of people on the highlight reel.
Anthoclaus is coming to town, 23-19, Minnesota by 4. 4:21 to go in the first. Luka Garza standing on the three-point line, dribble handoff for Jaylen Brown. He's got to look at it. He's going to take the three and make it.
When they're going under the pick, they're daring him to take that three.
We got to the building this afternoon not even knowing if Jaylen Brown was going to play. He's got 10 in the first quarter as it looked like Garza fouled Gobert away from the play. The last foul I believe the Celtics have to give here with 4:07 to go in the first. Tough one today, tough one tomorrow. In Cleveland against the Cavaliers, who will have the day off today. Mike Conley will check in for Minnesota. 19th year, 38 years old.
Oldest man on the planet.
Give you a great news. My favorite stat used to be comparing him to Greg Oden, but I got a new one. Edwards drives, handoff underneath, easy two-hand slam for Gobert. 25-22, Minnesota by 3. High-scoring first quarter here. We barely played 8 minutes. Anthony Simons, guarded by Conley, handoff Jaylen Brown, a couple of dribbles to the left hand. Edwards reaching for the steal. Jaylen rolls his shoulder into him and draws the foul. He follows through and scores off the glass, but they're not going to count that.
Boy, he wants this matchup. Every time he can get it with Edwards. Them Georgia boys, think about it, when they play against each other, they want to take it to each other.
Inbound, belongs to Simons, gets Jaylen Brown screen. Edwards waiting for him on the right side, going to put it in the hands of Garza. He lobs it on the inside, caught by Jaylen Brown against the smaller Conley. Return to Garza, straightaway three is good. Luka Garza revenge game. Game tied at 25. 3:26 to go in the first.
Only in Star Wars.
Touching tribute video before the game. Conley steps to his right. His three is good. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. First one to play defense wins. 3:18 to go. Opening quarter. I'll give you those Mike Conley numbers when we return. Minnesota. Trail the Timberwolves 28-25 with 3:18 to go in the first quarter. As we were talking about Mike Conley before the break, my favorite Mike Conley stat used to be the fact that he's played nearly 1,200 games in the NBA, and Greg Oden, who he played with in college, has played it up playing 105, which was unfathomable in 2007. I guess you knew Mike Conley one I like after the ball comes in here. Hauser and Minot, the former Timberwolf in the game for the Celtics, playing with Derek White, Jaylen Brown, and Anthony Simons. Aaron Shannon in for Minnesota. Jaylen Brown drives, muscles it over. Randall up and in. Jaylen Brown having himself a first quarter. We didn't even know if he was going to play. He's got 12 now in the first, 28-27, Minnesota by 1.
Just attacking.
Mike Conley. It's a hard screen from Randall. That's where the bounce pass goes. Randall against Simons. Give it up to Naz Reid. A chance to beat the Celtics in Boston last year, and the shot was no good. He floats it with the right hand, no good, about 8 feet away. Hauser, the rebound. Simons barely keeps it in bounds. Derek White, sort of a nonchalant drop pass for him. Simons keeps it, gets it to Derek White. He's going to catch that three off the bounce. Just long three, rims out, and the rebound might not get his hand in there, but as Conley comes out of the pack with it, sips it ahead to Shannon. Shannon drops it as he tried to drive on Derek White. Minnesota turns it over, and here is Jaylen Brown the other way. Finds Sam Hauser looking at a deep three. Comes up short. Minot causing havoc. Jumps in for an offensive rebound, pulling it away from Naz Reid. Bounce pass in the corner. Derek White up, fakes a three, kick out. Minot. Reid reaches out and fouled him, but not until Minot has called for a stop and start travel. Danica Baruti, first look at her, second-year official.
Didn't see that. Didn't see him really stop and start. I thought it was a pretty good up fake. Put the ball on the floor.
Minnesota by 1 and the ball. About to announce 2 minutes remaining in the quarter as Edwards loses Minot, who kind of skids away from him, but he misses the jumper. Celtics have the rebound. Jaylen Brown, offensive end. Go right at Edwards again. Puts it in his right hand, fades away at the elbow, and a crazy jump shot that he banked in. You got to call that, son. Got to call that one. 29-28.
You call it good. That's what you call it.
14 for Jaylen Brown, attacking in the paint, and Jaylen Brown reaches out and gives the foul on Randall.
Couldn't make that shot again if he tried another 15 times.
Jaylen Brown is 6 of 10, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Sometimes you wake up, there's back spasms going on around the league. A couple of older guys with sciatica, including LeBron.
Me, you.
It's sort of a daily condition when you get up there.
Although that turkey did help.
I just thought you'd be so super excited about the extra game in Milwaukee. Randall, left side three, no good, back iron, long rebound. Hauser deflects it to Josh Minot. Celtics doing a great job in the glass here. 14-7 early. Derek White right up the middle of the floor. He's going to keep it and lay it in. Celtics have scored 6 straight out of the timeout to go from down 3 to up 3. They've got 31 points on the board with 1:22 to go in the first quarter against the top 10 defense. Edwards, right-hand dribble, takes Simons with him to the basket. They double team to the kick out. Shannon for Conley. Randall moves it into the left corner. Naz Reid gets the three, released over Hauser, no good. Minot jumps in for the rebound. The Celtics just looking like the best rebounding team in the league right now. All over.
We talked about it's the key to the game.
That's why they're up by 3, not shooting great. Jaylen Brown leans into the elbow, knocks down another one on Mike Conley. 8 straight for the Celtics.
Mike Conley too small here. This time mouse in the house.
Jalen's got 16 in the quarter. Celtics by 5. 33-28. Edwards. Boy, it is. This could be one of the loudest buildings in the league. It is not right now. Anthony Edwards against Josh Minot. Said he wanted to take him. Drives, draws the contact, runs it up, no good. They're going to call the foul on the floor, but the Celtics did not have a foul to give. So Edwards will get free throws with 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and Minnesota now trailing by 5.
My true statement again. Dude, he is too good. He doesn't need your help. And let me really foul him before you get into this. This is what I said before about when you're playing against Edwards. Give him a good foul. Give him something he's going to feel. It's like almost like a body punch. You hit the guy in the body a couple of times, and it's going to weaken him later on in the game.
Jalen Clark, second-year man at UCLA, another one of the wings off the Minnesota bench. We'll check in. Why not? It's a little high five from Joe Mazzulla as he comes out. That has been a up-and-down contentious relationship early on. Edwards gets the free throws. Ending the 8-0 Boston run. Celtics lead by 3. 2 for 1 here. 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Derek White knows it. Pulls up on Shannon. 3 comes up short. Long rebound belongs to Jalen Clark. Now Minnesota with a differential of about 5 seconds on the 2 clocks. Anthony Edwards steps past Simons, floats it up there. Derek White came late. Minnesota's arguing for a goaltend in addition to the foul. There's going to be free throws here. Vic and Simons. Yeah, Simons got his hands in the proverbial cookie jar, and Edwards will get the free throws here.
This was so talented. I mean, I think that the difference in where he's going to be is going to be when he starts developing guys around him. He can play on his own, but there's a confidence level as a superstar that you have to give to other players who are around you. It's going to make you better late in game situations because they've been there before.
I'm going to ask where he already ranks in Timberwolves history. He gets the free throws, 1 point game. Boston by 1, 12 seconds now remaining in the quarter. Jaylen Brown, 16-point first quarter here against Anthony Edwards of Minnesota. Guarded by Reed. He'll step back. He's going to float a 3 and hit another one.
The man is unconscious right now.
Jaylen Brown, 14 of 57 from 3 in November. Knocks down 3 of them in the first quarter. He had 19. Derek White blocks the late shot attempt off the fingertips of Terrence Shannon, and that'll do it for the first quarter in which the Minnesota Timberwolves entered the number 9 defensive team in the league and could not get a stop. Celtics dominate on the glass, and they build a 4-point lead. End of 1 at Target Center. Boston 36, Minnesota 32. And the ball going left to right. We're in the city editions today, the white uniforms with the gold letters and numbers. Richard, Simons, Cada, Hauser, and Shireman. 5 on the floor. Simons, left-hand dribble. Dropping against Jaden McDaniels, takes the paint away, goes all the way out to Pritchard. Pritchard pulls up on Conley, steps through, muscles it up, missed by a mile, rebound Miles Reed.
Now, Conley's not going to take too many fakes because he's a veteran player.
Conley enters to Julius Randle, rises into Hauser, then kicks out in the corner. McDaniels rises for a 3 that the rim spits out off the glass and it falls right back in.
Touch.
Yeah, he's had a great year shooting the ball. They're 48% from 3. Boston lead is 1, 36-35. See how they do with Jaylen Brown out of the game. Pritchard to his right, bounce pass. Cada wanted to give it go, got taken away. Cada drives, lost the ball off his own foot. Out of bounds, Celtics turn it over for the second time.
The ball in that situation in the paint boys is tough. Gotta get in a position, bring that ball to your body and protect it.
Now's Reed down the left side again, beats Hauser and goes off the window and in. That didn't take long. Boston lead is gone, 37-36 Minnesota. Early second quarter. Diagonal lead for Hauser. He tries to run it off the glass with the left hand. Never seen him try that shot. It's no good. Randall, lead for McDaniels. McDaniels beats Shireman and pulls away, misses the runner, and the rebound goes out of bounds off Randall.
I'm not sure about that one. We saw Hauser with a dunk last time. I think, okay, I'm crazy about that one, but left hand off the glass, save that one.
All in the hands of Pritchard. Now Hauser right side against Conley. Return to Pritchard. Pritchard up, fakes a three. Drive, spins on Conley, gets in pretty deep, pulls up mid-block, and the jumper's good.
You just got to be patient against Conley. He's not going to block his shot, but he's just going to stay in front of you.
First bucket for Pritchard after an 0-for-3 start. Celtics go back in front 38-37. We saw a bunch of lead changes Wednesday night. Seeing it again earlier today. Randall steps into Minot. Dotted line jumper is good. There's another lead change.
Pretty good defense in by Minot. Not to foul Randall then.
39-38. Minnesota by one. Early second quarter. Hauser over the shoulder pass. Shireman's got a clean look. Straight away three. It's a deep one, but it's good. Baylor Shireman, even not playing regularly, has just had a great year shooting a three. 10 of 18 now to start the year.
Understand your strengths. That's the strength he is. Shireman picks up the foul here.
John McDaniels moving screen. Another Minnesota turnover.
When people laughed at me before when I said he reminds me a lot of John Havlicek when I'm talking about Shireman, with his ability to kind of shoot the basketball and move him without the basketball. I didn't say he was going to be John Havlicek. I said he reminds me of some of the things that John was able to do and do well.
The diving play he made, and the behind the back pass on Wednesday just lit the garden up. TD Garden became TD Garden again from that point on. I think the Celtics were playing in the finals, the environment that we had that late Wednesday afternoon game. Sam Hauser returned to Pritchard. Boston by two and the ball. Pritchard, bounce pass for Hauser, going to try the three over Randall, swish.
Getting his confidence back. And that's a beautiful thing for the Celtics.
Celtics now 6 of 16 from three after a slow start. They were 1 for 7 to begin. Randall exposed the ball, slapped away by Shireman. Minot comes up with a steal. Here comes Shireman again. Up the middle of the floor. Hand off Pritchard. Pritchard can't drive on McDaniels, so he pulls it back out. Pritchard moves it back to Hauser, slides away from McDaniels and knocks down another three. Timeout, Chris Finch.
He's back.
Shireman and a pair from Hauser, back to back to back. And the Celtics have built their largest lead. 9:01 to go in the first half at Target Center. Boston 47, Minnesota 39. Before going into the Detroit game, they were a game over 500 despite not shooting the three well. And you ask yourself what happens if they have a couple of these games and the threes go and the timing is perfect, because we talked about this brutal stretch of the schedule, which, by the way, got worse with the games added against Milwaukee and Detroit.
Only you. Killjoy.
Hey, that's the real life. Last year, the Celtics got Detroit when they weren't playing well, and Washington, a team that didn't really need it. This year, you get Milwaukee with Giannis back, a road game. The other extra game is the Pistons coming right back to Boston. But the Celtics, at least the schedule will lighten up. 6 games in 9 days starting today. Naz Reid gets it back from Dillingham. His right side three is good.
Naz Reid is a guy, if I was guarding him, I'd try to make him put the ball up.
Remember, both teams started slowly from 3. Now they've come out and go 14 of 30. 47-42, Boston by 5. Pritchard switches to the right hand, loses Dillingham, pulls up at 15 feet, jumper though rims out. And the rebound for Gobert.
Make a great move like that. Got completed bridge.
Give up a lot to get Dillingham. Need him to be more impactful in the offensive end. DiVincenzo drives, hands to Gobert, flies in, two-hand slam. That could have been an and one as Garza got there late. 5 quick points for Minnesota. Cuts the Boston lead to 3, 47-44. Pritchard, right side Hauser, and a stopped away by DiVincenzo. He's got it back. Pritchard now with 12 in the shot clock. Uses the Garza screen. Now Pritchard against Gobert. Pritchard puts it in the right hand, throws a bounce pass to the corner. Shimer at a bad angle in the corner. Up fake the 3. He's passed back out to Pritchard, deflected out of bounds by Gobert. Celtics will keep it with 3.5 to shoot.
Celtics are doing one thing that's pretty good. They're doing moving the ball around via the pass. Then you're going to make the defense move. They cannot adjust as fast as you pass the ball. They can adjust that fast as you dribble.
Shireman lobs it in. Hauser catches and scores off the window. He got in behind DiVincenzo.
Who is this Jordan guy?
They're running lob plays for Air Hauser. 49-44. Boston by 5. DiVincenzo takes the handoff from Gobert and drills a deep 3. 49-47. Boston lead down to 2. DiVincenzo's been shooting, playing with confidence, winning that national championship at Villanova. Hauser steps to his left. Speaking of confidence, launches a 3. It's no good. Long rebound goes out of bounds. It'll be Minnesota ball.
When you're playing with confidence, you know, you want a guy to shoot the ball as much as you can. Don't want to waste it.
Down the right side comes Dillingham. Floats to the Gobert, and Gobert and the Celtics smartly foul. Taking the dunk away from Gobert, making him go to the line.
They blasted it. But what an NBA blasting is. Look at this thing on the line where Rick Mahorn fouled me. Oh my gosh. He's been suspended and thrown out the game for about 3 or 4 weeks with this foul he gave me.
Well, you'll get to see Rick again with that extra game in the 15th. And the reason you foul Gobert, take a dunk away, and he airballs the first free throw. He misses the rim way short.
It's strange how, you know, guys get into that struggling thing. And, you know, for the most part, he's been pretty reliable right now. He's just kind of in a funk.
Gobert's second free throw bounces in. So the Wolves have cut 7 of 8 points off the Boston lead, 49-48. Jaylen Brown returns. He's had a couple of highlight dunks in his career on Gobert. One here a couple of years ago, and then, of course, the one in Utah earlier. Jaylen, 19-point first quarter for the 6th time in his career. Gets in deep, goes with the left hand, and is called for traveling.
Ooh, I don't know about that. Came to look like a jump stop then, and the defender has his hands on it. Look at this offhand. Look at this offhand. He pushed him. A short replay, he pushed him in the back.
Should have been a foul on Dillingham, instead traveling against Jaylen Brown. 3rd Boston turnover. Minnesota can regain the lead. Rob Dillingham steps to his left, forces the 3 over Jaylen Brown swish. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. That didn't take long. 12-2 run out of the last timeout, and now Minnesota is back in front.
Their legs.
Celtics now with White, Brown, Hauser, Cada, and Walsh. Most of the starting lineup except Hauser in for Pritchard. Jaylen Brown, 19-point first quarter, dribbles to the free throw line into an open jumper, and he knocks it down. He made 8 shots in the first quarter. That's number 9 right there, and it ties the game.
Going where he wants to go, doing what he wants to do.
7th career, 19-point first quarter for Jaylen Brown. Looking for the steal, knocked away from Anthony Edwards. He's got it. Wrestles it away from him, exposes the ball for a second, and they finally are going to call a foul here on Edwards.
Well, hit him in the head. Great job then by Brown. And this was a switch. It wasn't supposed to be, but he comes off this pick. He's already running through the passing lane, able to grab this basketball. What did I say one time, I think, in Orlando? And I was talking about Brown. Get on the floor, get some skin out there if you want to win games.
Jaylen down the left side, takes Gobert with him. Pump fake, hands off to Cada. Cada flips it up and in, little finger roll over Gobert to put the Celtics back in front, 53-51. Cada and Jaylen Brown have combined for 31 points and 10 rebounds here in the first half.
We're really learning how to play now with Cada.
Dillingham looking for an opening here. Hauser chasing down over the shoulder pass, gives DiVincenzo wide open three, comes up short. Good rebound by Hauser. And the outlet, Derek White releases, beats everybody down the field. Two-hand slam, and the Celtics lead by 4.
Great job then, looking up the floor then.
The Celtics, the toughest schedule portion maybe the whole year, and they have looked great over these 2+ games. DiVincenzo driving, feeling contact from Hauser, looking for a call as he runs it up and in. He didn't get the call, but he made the shot, 55-53. DiVincenzo and Edwards 11 apiece.
If that didn't go in, do you think they make that call?
Yes. 55-53, Boston by 2. Jaylen Brown. It's a hard screen from Cada. Down the right side, pulls up on Gobert, fades to the baseline. Very tough shot, it's no good. Edwards has the weak side rebound, trying to run. Cada's trying to stay in front of him. Good luck. Edwards jumps into him, trying to create contact, throws up an air ball, but Cada was not close enough to him. Edwards couldn't get the foul, and he knew it. Threw up a bad shot as a result. Derek White jump pass for Hauser right side and return it to Jaylen Brown. Celtics will reset the offense here. With 13 on the shot clock. Cada palming it with his right hand. Now puts to the floor, bounce entry. Jaylen Brown seals off Dillingham, but they double team him, so he throws it to the corner. Awkward pass. Sam Hauser from an impossible angle hits from the corner.
Impossible angle and also impossible shot.
Off a bad pass. Boy, Sam Hauser is Sam Hauser again. He's got 11 in the first half. 58-53. DiVincenzo goes out towards Dillingham. He aims that left side three. This was a little too strong. And Jaylen Brown has another rebound. Pulling it away from Jalen Clark.
Love to see Jalen rebound the basketball.
Some big-time performance by Jaylen Brown. Derek White attacks, runs it up, no good. Cada flies in to grab an offensive rebound, and the hustle play will result in him getting fouled.
Great. Following up the play. Sometimes you think it's a layup is going in. Coaches always said, follow up the play, they might miss. They showed the Sam Hauser play. Man, it was a great pass, though, actually, to get it to him with a left hand in the corner. But able to grab it and then tightrope it and then knock down the three as Cada's up to shoot a couple of free throws.
Cada 59% on the year. It has been going south since early on. He misses the first one. After every timeout, the game has just turned. 13 lead changes and 5 ties here in the first half.
I wish I could get out one. I wish I wanted to go on one of the lakes today and see if I could get out there and do some ice fishing.
Most people know would expect a very Minnesota day. It was snowing and cold. You'd think, Max, that this would be a place they would specialize in ice removal. For those of us who are out running today, I can tell you they do not. And it hurts. Go crashing into the ground. 59-53 after 1 or 2 free throws. They swing to Jaylen Clark all alone in the corner. He misses the three badly. Cada deflects the rebound. Great hustle play by Jaylen Clark to tap it off Derek White out of bounds. And Minnesota will get an extra possession.
That's Cada's fault then. Gotta grab that basketball. He got it at the very height of it, and then all of a sudden you just kind of let this thing flip away.
It's about the only rebounding mistake the Celtics have made here. They're still +7 on the glass. Cada has out-rebounded Gobert and Randall combined 8-6.
That's just, you did not see that. You didn't think that would happen tonight because of the length and the strength of both the guys we talked about.
11 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 59-53.
And a little bit on the defense, man, too.
Edwards coming off a curl, wide open three, no good. Rebound, Cada. Cada's got 9 rebounds. He's headed for a first half double-double. Jaylen Brown dribbling between his legs. Little attack, step back on Shannon. 18-footer is good.
Whoa.
My goodness, Jaylen Brown is hitting shots from everywhere.
He is locked and loaded.
12-2 is the run. Largest lead for the Celtics, up by 8. Randall, shovel pass for Anthony Edwards. Against Jordan Walsh, drives on him, runs into Cada, lost the ball, out of bounds. Which way we go in? Minnesota ball.
Did they call it foul?
Nope. It's out of bounds off the Celtics. Minnesota 12 seconds to shoot. Hard to believe this is the second oldest arena now in the NBA, the Madison Square Garden.
Just time flies, man.
1990, they played 1 year in the Metrodome. Been here ever since. Cross-court pass ends up getting to Shannon. He'll take an off-balance three at the shot clock buzzer. No good. Another rebound, number 5 for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen racing up to the left side of the floor. Jaylen Clark slows him down. Jaylen Brown lines him up. Dribbles between his legs. Gets his timing. Attacks the left side. Stumbles. Turns. Fades. No good. Back iron. Rebound. Cada got pushed to the back a little bit, but not enough to get a call. Randall the rebound. Now lets Anthony Edwards kick to the far corner. All alone is Shannon. That push shot three. No good. Rebound. Jordan Walsh can't save it. Minnesota ball.
Think about Timberwolves. You got to put a body on these guys. They're too long. You're not going to out-jump them, but if you put a body on them, they have to go through you to get a rebound. That's how Walsh didn't do that.
Really good offensive half for the Celtics. Under out of bounds, comes all the way out to Gobert. Wants the handoff to Anthony Edwards and sets the screen on Jordan Walsh. Edwards coming downhill, drives past Cada, and floats the ball up in the air where it's swatted away out of bounds. Edwards wanted a foul, didn't get it. Shot clock is down to 5.
Ooh, boy, he is screaming.
He is.
Not sure if he had a chance to.
Technical. Danica Baruti gave him a little extra. Let him blow off steam, but he would not stop, so she teed him up. And Jaylen Brown looks at Derek White for a second. Derek says, all right, big dog, you take it. And Jaylen Brown, again, will shoot another technical.
Okay, tell me the percentages. Really.
Well,
you're good with this.
Derek White is 83%, Jaylen Brown 77%, but he shot these technicals well. And for Jinx in 3, 2, nope, he makes it. And the Celtics have their largest lead. It's 9 now. So 13-2, Boston out of the last time out. Jaylen Brown converts on the Anthony Edwards technical. He's got 24 in the first half, and Jaylen has outscored Edwards and DiVincenzo combined. Phenomenal performance has been for Jaylen Brown. Edwards, bounce pass for Randall in the corner. He will take the 3, short, rebound, Boston. Cada. Here comes Derek White. Jaylen Clark waiting for him at the Wolves logo at center court. Derek White, high right-hand dribbles right into an 18-footer and calmly knocks it down.
You know, every time you go with Gobert, he's not stepping out to challenge these shots. It's just not acceptable. You're supposed to be the defensive player of the year for the last couple of years.
Celtics now have an 11-point lead, their largest, 64-53. They have responded to this difficult part of the schedule. Randall fumbles his dribble, has it back. Moves to Edwards, up fakes on Jordan Walsh. Jordan reaching out. Edwards drives, spins, elevates, runs with the left hand and scores. Tough one. He's hunting for the fouls, making that his priority.
And he sticks his hand out trying to embarrass the official.
Edwards has 13, 64-55, Boston by 9. Derek White looks at the left side. Jaylen Brown, pretty good look instead. Puts it in his pocket, ball fake, hand to Cada, who dives in, finger roll up and good over Gobert.
Stifle what?
This is jarring, the way the Celtics are manhandling Minnesota here. Randall drives, kick to the corner. Edwards up, fakes the 3 on Jordan Walsh, pushes him backwards, creates a different shot that's no good, but an offensive rebound. Gobert misses the putback, point blank, and Cada has the rebound. Boy, Gobert is really struggling out there. Cada's had the better of it. Derek White drives, throws it all the way out to a wide open Sam Hauser. 3 though is no good, and the rebound, Gobert with one hand gets fouled by Cada.
A little touchy out there. Cada and Gobert. How did Gobert miss the shot going straight up with the basketball?
Not a good half for Rudy Gobert.
Right into the rim.
Minnesota goals.
Boy, you just got to dunk it. Got to dunk that thing, man.
A little smaller. Gobert will come out. Naz Reid will come in for the final 63 seconds of the first half. Celtics 36 in the first quarter, 30 more here in the second. McDaniels for Anthony Edwards against Sam Hauser. Edwards looking for an opening. Now starts his drive down the right side. Draws the contact. Runner will not go, but this time on the Hauser line, he draws the foul. And Edwards will get his 5th and 6th free throw attempts of the first half after Cade Cunningham lived at the line. Remarkably, Detroit had the exact same game happen last night, to where Orlando was also fouling Cade Cunningham. And they were looking for the three-point shot late in that NBA Cup game. Orlando won the group, by the way, going 4-0. Playing in Detroit, we got a lot of players with Michigan ties. Franz Wagner, Mo Wagner, Jed Howard, and a lot of them were at the Michigan-Ohio State game today, which did not go well for Michigan. Nothing quite like watching football in the snow.
Your wife plays, right? Michigan?
Michigan. This was the year the luck finally ran out. I think what you got last year, when Michigan stole that game last year. Jaylen Brown fouled away from the ball. Bad foul by McDaniels, kind of tackled him. That was the last foul Minnesota had to keep with 42 seconds to go. In the first half, Celtics leading 66-57. Quick 10-second station identification on the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network.
Beasley Media Group's 105.7 WROR. WROR HD.
Another 3. Jaylen Brown has been spectacular. 27 in the first half, and the Celtics lead by a dozen.
My name is Brown. Your name is, damn it, Gumby.
Randall backing Pritchard down in the mid-block, bullying him. Stepping through, can't get a shot away, so he throws back to Naz Reid. One step to his left away from Hauser. 3 rims out. Rebound. McDaniels finds Naz Reid. Floater up and good. Finally, some second chance points for Minnesota. Celtics up by 10, 8 seconds to go in the half. Derek White, bounce pass for Jaylen Brown against Naz Reid. Jaylen might as well finish this spectacular first half show. A step back three, rims out, offensive rebound. Thrown down by Mineout, but he did not beat the buzzer. And that will do it for the first half, which was a spectacular performance. Jaylen Brown outshining Anthony Edwards on the Ant-Man's home. of the year coming off their best game of the year Wednesday night against Detroit. Their lead is only 10. Offensive numbers were really good for Minnesota, but the Celtics were through the roof because of this guy. Jaylen Brown bounce pass. Cada all alone. Two-hand slam. And the second half begins with the first half left off. Jaylen Brown now 27 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. Nobody has had those numbers in NBA history in the first half in the play-by-play era. 71-59.
Rudy Gobert might as well be over here.
Edwards bounce pass. Back out to Julius Randle, who knocks down a 3. 71-62.
Where you trade him at that he could make that much difference?
Obviously, they've got, second apron problems here, too. So a lot of high salaries on this team. Hand off, Peyton Pritchard steps into a right side 3. Short front iron. The rebound for Gobert. Has not been a great Peyton Pritchard game. Again, the Celtics, when they have Cada on the floor versus Garza, have been really good. Randall bounce pass. Gobert makes a crazy pass out to the corner where McDaniels misses a 3. Cada punches the rebound away from Gobert, just swats at it, puts it right in the hands inadvertently of Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard, handoff for Jaylen Brown, wearing a white t-shirt under that white and gold uniform today against Randall. Jaylen to his right, knocks Randall away, and his 14-footer is good. Bully ball.
How do you knock Randall away? How strong do you have to be for that?
We may be witnessing the best game Jaylen Brown has ever played. 29, 5, and 6 right now. 73-62. And Jordan Walsh, again, just what you were saying earlier, an unnecessary giveaway of a foul on Anthony Edwards.
They don't tap him like that. I wouldn't be surprised if Brown didn't come up with triple-double.
Jordan Walsh picks up a 3rd foul. He has not scored or grabbed the rebound in this game. He is pulled out quickly, and Shireman gets the early entry here. Edwards dribbles off the foot of Cada out of bounds. Minnesota will keep it with 9 to shoot.
Cada has done one thing that I love a lot.
Balance.
Before you run into him, you fall down like a big tree. Now he's connecting and absorbing the contact.
DiVincenzo, long cross court. McDaniels drives, hands to Gobert. A little flip shot for the dotted line is good.
How can you not can't hit free throws and shoot?
Long lead finds Pritchard. Left corner 3 is good, and the Celtics extend the lead back to 10.
They were looking for it. I mean, and they've been thinking this the whole time. You got to get this kid going.
First 3 for Peyton Pritchard. Shireman got knocked down by DiVincenzo. That frees Edwards for a 3. Not a great defensive ball game going here tonight. 76-67. Boston by 9. Early 3rd quarter. Derek White spins away from McDaniels. Drives strong down the right side. Tiptoes the baseline. Gobert takes the rim away. Floats it back out for Shireman. Now Peyton Pritchard against DiVincenzo. Kada sets the screen. Pritchard steps back away from DiVincenzo. Deep, long 3. Front iron. No good. Rebound number 5 for Gobert. Here comes Anthony Edwards. Into the front court, floats it for Randall. Extra pass in the corner. McDaniels all alone for 3. That's where he gets those. Randall and Edwards take up so much oxygen from the defense that McDaniels gets those corner 3s. Lead is down to 6, 76-70. Jaylen Brown. Edwards on his shoulder, and they're going to call the foul. It's the 3rd foul on Edwards.
Normally what you have Edwards do is Edwards loves to talk a lot of noise to the opposition. You can see he isn't saying that much to Brown right now.
It's not. Jaylen said the better of him. Jaylen just came out ready to go against Anthony Edwards today. Derek White. It's a hard screen for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen's doing every little thing today. All floated towards Jaylen. Right side against DiVincenzo. Jaylen Brown puts it in the left hand, gets to the free throw line, feeling contact. Follow-away comes up short, but now Jaylen Brown will get to the free throw line. He's got 29 points, and he's only attempted 1 free throw.
You have 2 shots with that one? I mean, it looked like that was before he was in the act of shooting there.
Today he was in the act of shooting off the bus.
You see that Vincenzo, what he does, he just hits him with the body as he was trying to bring that ball up. Boy, there are nights like this when you just say, man, everything is going your way as he misses the first.
Except the first free throw. Celtics will fly through the snow tonight to Cleveland for the back-to-back tomorrow. We'll be with you at 5:30 on the network. 6 o'clock game. Celtics played the exact same game last year, the Sunday 6 p.m. game in Cleveland. Thanksgiving weekend. Jalen gets 1 of 2. He's got 30 now with 8:53 to go in the third quarter. Career high is 50 in that New Year's game against Orlando a couple of years ago. Anthony Edwards out of the logo, behind the Gobert screen, looking for an open shot. Finally gets it straight away. Way short, barely ticked the front iron. Rebound number 12 for Cada. Cada's got 15 and 12. Jaylen Brown goes by McDaniel, switches to the left hand and scores over DiVincenzo.
This guy, no soup for you.
I mean, he has looked like the best player on the floor by a mile here today. 32 for Jaylen Brown. Randall against Jalen. Steps back away from him. Straightaway three is good. Can't get the hands down with Randall. Randall 14 points on just 8 shots. 79-73. A lot of good things happening for the Celtics here, but they're only up by 6. Jaylen Brown catches. Lob for Cada. Knocked away at the last second by McDaniel. Safe from going out of bounds though by Shireman. Long cross court. Derek White steps to his right. 3 is in the air. Nope. Back iron. Rebound Randall. Derek White and Peyton Pritchard reverting back to early season there. 1 of 9 from 3. Randall drives, spins on Shireman. Handoff. Gobert dives in, scoring the foul. And just like that, Minnesota can make it a 1-possession game.
Weak foul stuff. Tough ones you're looking for. Hit a guy with a body, knock him away. He's not doing that.
Gobert airmailed one earlier. Back to the line here. Late first-round pick, all those years in Utah. Missed the free throw, 3-point play. Boston lead was 12 late in the first half. Now it is 3, 79-76. Celtics just bidding for upset after upset. Back-to-back wins against Orlando and Detroit. Now a brutal back-to-back this weekend on the road against Minnesota and Cleveland. Jaylen Brown. Boston's dribble got pulled down, fouled by McDaniels. Third team foul already, and that's the third foul on McDaniels here early in the third quarter.
Chinzo was complaining this if Brown didn't get fouled. You see, Daniels has his hands all over him. Chinzo said, "Move out." I got Brown.
That was an easy call. Cada sets the screen. DiVincenzo jumps out at Jalen, who attacks the left side. Kick out to a wide open Shireman. Straightaway three, way off. Wide left on an offensive rebound. Cada. Pritchard swings it to Jaylen Brown. Shireman finds the open man. Corner three. Derek White is good.
For a good swing of the basketball. I mean, you're talking about Cada doing a tremendous job. Second chance opportunities, and this time able to swing it around the corner.
Second chance points 13-2 in favor of the Celtics, who lead by 6, 82-76. Now we're going to whistle on a foul. Could be Shireman.
Could be Shireman. He had his arms wrapped around him like he was hugging him.
Brings us to a timeout with 6:58 to go, third quarter. Boston 82, Minnesota 76 on the BetMGM. Patriots and Giants on Monday Night Football. Anthony Edwards for Dante DiVincenzo. Rudy Gobert, everything on the perimeter here. Hand to Edwards. Cada backing up until Shireman can get there. Edwards goes cross-court. Randall up fakes on Jaylen Brown. Drives to the dotted line and forgot one minor detail. There's a shot clock in the NBA.
That time just caught the basketball. Brown essentially was conceding the jump shot. But then you just took yourself out the play by dribbling the shot clock out.
Boston by 6 and the ball. 6:34 to go in the third.
Move that far away from Brown right now.
Derek White whips to the paint. Pritchard left side bounce pass into the corner. Shireman up fakes on Gobert. Steps to his right. Takes aim. Fires front iron on the three. No good. Rebound out of bounds. Let's say off Cada. They're giving it to Minnesota. Cada is yelling at the bench about challenging the out of bounds call, but not worth it on that one. DiVincenzo steps to his left. His three is good. Jaylen Brown did not challenge. Just so many guys here that can knock down threes. They have now outshot the Celtics from distance, 45%, 14 of 31. But Minnesota still down by 3, 82-79, midway through the third. Jaylen Brown, 32 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals. Cross-court, Derek White, his extra pass deflected by the long arms of McDaniels out of bounds.
Daniels are like, I love him as a player. Some guys, you just think like what they can do. Nas Reed, another one.
Out on the three, Derek White off balance, no good. Rebound number 6 for Gobert. Randall, offensive end, pulls up. Cada asks the challenge, puts in the hands of Edwards, up fakes on Derek White. Steps back and then no shot available. Good job by Derek White. So the handoff to Randall, his three over Cada, no good. Back iron. Good box out by Shireman, and the rebound for Pritchard. Jaylen Brown angles to his left and pushes off. Offensive foul.
He's going to get a few of these tonight. I don't even think he complained about it, but the thing about Timberwolves, they keep their hands on your line. You see this push off. Where's the push off? That's physical as this gave me is to call that particular foul in this game.
Shireman and Pritchard coming out. Hauser and Minot will join Brown, White, and Cada.
Brown's Zen has been much better. It's just like,
Edwards steps behind the Gobert screen. His three circles the rim, and the rim spits it out to create the 14th rebound of the day for Cada.
He'll come up with 20 rebounds.
Out Jaylen Brown trying the corner, turning on Gobert, attacks. Oh, he had some bad intentions, but he dropped the ball. Cada saves it. Bounce pass, bad one, throws it away. Throwing it behind Hauser. Cada pounced on a loose ball, but he threw a bad pass.
Brown was right there at the free throw line. Cada just looked over his shoulder just a little bit to the left. Oh, Celtics get the ball back. Why not? Nice job this time to deflect the ball.
As soon as it came in bounds, he just got a fingertip out and deflected it off the Wolves out of bounds. So everybody was in the offensive end waiting for them to dribble the ball up. And a quick turnaround on possession gives the Celtics the ball under out of bounds. Derek White for Jaylen Brown. Elevates to the baseline. 14-footer, rims out. And the rebound for DiVincenzo. Jaylen Brown's 9th miss today in 22 shots. Edwards drives past everybody, scoops it up and in with the right hand. And when that happens, it's an automatic Joe Mazzulla timeout.
The rules said, let's start this from over here. Letting Edwards get started.
So the lead is down to 1. 4:52 to go. Third quarter at Target Center. Boston 82, Minnesota 81. On the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy
bunch. Jalen knocking down a couple. Jalen's had a bad November shooting the three, but he's 4 of 7 today. He's having his best game of the year. So is Sam Hauser and maybe Cada as well. But still playing the Minnesota Timberwolves on the road, and the lead is down to 1.
It's the matchup you want.
Jalen Brown backing down. Edwards lost the ball. I don't know if Edwards punched it away or Jalen just lost it. McDaniels goes the distance, lays it up, blocked from behind by Jalen Brown. But Anthony Edwards pounces on the loose ball. Preserves the lead for at least a couple of seconds here. Edwards turns the corner on Hauser, gets in deep, reverses it up with him with the left hand. And Minnesota is back in front. 13-3 run. Derek White moves it to Simons. Quick three from the left corner. Got it. Maybe this is the day. The Celtics need someone to get hot, and it's Anthony Simons.
Other than Brown.
Simons has only taken 2 shots, but he's made them both in 10 minutes, 85-83. Naz Reid against Sam Hauser. Return to Edwards. Deep 3 left side over mine. Not as good.
You cannot beat away that bar from a great shooter.
16th lead change of the day. Jalen Brown steps back on McDaniels. His 3 is no good. Rebound Naz Reid. 86-85. Minnesota by 1. And the ball. 3:40 to go in the third. Edwards. Lob for Gobert. Denied by Derek White and out of bounds it goes.
Great. He anticipated it so well. Just knocked that ball away from the guy 7 feet tall. Gobert was right there, but man, good hands there by Derek White. Anticipated.
Mike Conley. Did promise you that stat earlier. We'll get it if we get a whistle. Under out of bounds, McDaniels. Shannon finds Naz Reid. Naz Reid back to Jaden McDaniels. Right side 3 is no good, but away from the ball. Naz Reid got knocked down by Jalen Brown. It's a 3rd foul on Jalen. So Minnesota and Memphis have played 66 combined years in the NBA. They've been to the conference finals 4 times. 4 times in 66 years. Mike Conley's been on 3 of those 4 teams. That's crazy. Naz Reid drops the pass. And stolen by Jalen Brown. He is fouled before he can get anything going here by Shannon and Rob McDaniels.
What they're doing, they're making sure that anytime Brown gets the basketball, they're trying to corral him early, hit him with the body, slow him down. The guy's that hot.
Is Chris Finch going to challenge this? Yeah.
What's he challenging?
Naz Reid, meanwhile, got shaken up.
Timeout Minnesota coaches challenge. They're challenging a defensive foul call on the floor.
Interesting time to challenge.
Foul afterwards. If that's what they're talking about.
Something proximity, yeah. Maybe hit him first. And that would be very significant because if you got a 4th foul here on Jalen, it's an offensive situation.
Position affecting Brown's ability to advance up the floor. Therefore, the on-court ruling stands. The challenge is unsuccessful.
It was, when you consider the stakes, you can make the case for gambling there if you're Chris Finch, but it was going to be unlikely. It got overturned, and it does not. So it's a 4th foul on McDaniels. The Celtics will have it side of the bounce, trailing by 1 with 3:21 to go in the third.
Sure, you don't want to use that something else later on. That was so obvious.
Jaden McDaniels, you've got to keep him on. Back in there with Simons, Hauser, Brown, and White. Derek White lobs it in for Simons. Checked by Mike Conley. Full shot clock here for the Celtics. Simons moving to his right against Conley. Dribbling between his legs. Now left-hand dribble. Push pass out for Minot. Takes out awkward looking three, and it's good.
Wow. It never looks like it's pretty. Like it's going.
Never once. 3 points. Their first three for Minot. First bucket here, returning to Minnesota. Garza struggled in his return in the first half. 88-86, Boston by 2. Edwards, long cross court. Naz Reid, his three over Jaylen Brown is good. Jaylen does not want to pick up that fourth foul. He's nowhere close to these guys.
He cannot stay away from that time. He's a bucket about to happen.
He cannot. This is not sustainable. Minnesota, 46% from three. Celtics cannot stay close if they keep giving up threes like this. Simons against Conley, lost the ball, and he dribbled it basically to himself, turning his hand over on it. So Simons turns it over. What he did at the very least there, by jumping at it, grabbing it a second time, he was going to be called for traveling, but he prevented a live ball turnover.
There's one thing you notice about Simons sometimes is pressure on the basketball. He has a tendency to lose it.
Edwards against Minot, really wants to take his former teammate, stop and start, switches to the left hand, floats it up. Warner foul, didn't get it as he misses everything on the shot. Jaylen Brown against Naz Reid, into the paint, elevates, tough shot from the dotted line is no good. Naz Reid has another rebound.
Good shot, man.
Up the left side, blind by everybody. Shannon reversed it up, no good. And late foul call, going to give Shannon free throws.
Get any shot he wants to. In that situation, you don't really need to force it.
This young man has been through a lot. Second-year man out of Illinois, late first-round pick. 24, started at Texas Tech, went to Illinois. He was suspended for a while under investigation for charges that were later proven to be false. He had to fight through those allegations. He was really ugly. That's the first free throw. This is not your device. It is this quiet. Shannon gets the free throws. You said this can be one of the loudest buildings in the league. It is almost sold out. Kind of disappointing that it's not selling out for Boston. Tickets have not been what they wanted them to be for this team who's been in the Western Conference Finals the last 2 years. Minnesota by 3. Minor turns. Naz Reid takes the paint away. Kick out. Jaylen Brown turns the corner. Drives. Finger roll. No good. Wanted contact. Didn't get it. Now Jaylen has cooled off after a brilliant first half. Randall. Baseline extended against Sam Hauser. Throws back out to Naz Reid. Up makes a three on Minot. Naz Reid exposed to the ball, and Hauser comes to the backside, knocks it away. Hauser running with Derek White. They run away from him, so he just launches a three, sails it a little too strong on the rebound for Randall. Now Hauser couldn't miss earlier. He's missed a couple. Conley for Randall, extra pass. Driving Shannon, going to float it back out to the wing. Deflected, stolen, great steal by Minot. Minot.
He thinks he's just being disruptive.
He drops it back for Hauser, his three, rims out. Sam Hauser gets a couple open shots here that would have tied the game. Minnesota by 3 on the ball, final minute of the third.
Looking at Brown's legs, they look a little tired right now.
Got Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley and Jared Allen tomorrow night. They'll be resting. Brutal back-to-back. Conley down the right side, kick out. Shannon all alone for 3, comes up and falls in. It was short, hit the front iron, popped in the air, feeling good. Celtics' luck has turned dramatically here in this last sequence in the game. 18-6 is the Minnesota run. This is their largest lead now, up by 6. Derek White gets to the mid-block, floats it up, no good. Minot, offensive rebound, floats it back up with the right hand, and it falls for him.
Minot, welcome home, big fella, welcome home.
94-90. 5-second differential on the 2 clocks as we count down to the third quarter. We headed for another great Boston-Minnesota finish. 5 in a row. Randall against Minot. A couple of dribbles. Goes the body into Minot. And he traveled, Took himself off balance by trying to create contact. And now the Celtics will get the final shot of the quarter.
Minot did an excellent job of getting up on it and absorbing the contact. It was still vertical. He had nothing else to do. Slid that back foot. Good call, Mr. Bishop. Good call.
Eric White can't really walk the dog because the ball came in sideways. He answers Jaylen Brown 9 seconds. Jaylen across half court against Shannon 6 seconds. Jaylen drives, gets in deep, goes off the glass and scores. It leaves 3.5 on the clock. Inbound Conley. Lead for Jaylen Clark. Pretty good look at the deep three. Wide right. The Celtics gave up 3 points that way to Detroit the other day. Clark's three is wide right, and that'll do it. For the third quarter, Celtics led by 4 at the end of 1. By 10 at halftime. They're now down by 2 as we make the turn for home. End of 3 at Target Center. Minnesota 94, Boston 92. From 10, now they trail by 2. Minnesota ball going left to right to begin the fourth. Julius Randle against Baylor Shireman. Randle bumps him at the dotted line, turns, tries to step through, goes in left hand off the glass, no good. Scramble for the rebound, offensive rebound. Jaylen Clark throws it up and in. They're going to call the foul on the Celtics, but the shot won't count. Offensive rebound is just 11-4 in favor of the Celtics.
Upset by that play, but Randle just played it. Sharman just played it well. Of course, Randle is doing something he doesn't want to do. He's not jumping. He's just keeping the body in front of Randle. That's a beautiful thing.
Naz Reid, shovel pass for Jaylen Clark on the right side. 3 over Shireman, no good. Front iron. Pritchard grabs the rebound. Boston with the ball, first possession of the fourth quarter, trailing by 2. Another close game. Celtics have been in every game really but once this year. That was that Houston game. Simons. Pressure by Shannon. Left-hand dribble, falls away. Really tough shot at the elbow. No good. If you're going to take that, you have to make Randle the rebound. Mike Conley in the front court. Hand off Shannon. Now Randle straight away. Gets Sharman. Shuts him off. So moves to Naz Reid. Deep 3, no good. Rebound. Simons doesn't grab it. Conley knocked away from him out of bounds. Boston ball. Chris Finch is going to get DiVincenzo in the game right away to get Jaylen Clark. This will be a really bad loss for Minnesota coming off a road trip because they just gave games away in Sacramento and Phoenix. The Phoenix game was brutal. Up by 10 in the final minute. They lost. Pritchard. Started by DiVincenzo. Puts it back out to Shireman. Handle the shot clock. They reset with Hauser. Shot clock at 6. Hauser fumbles his dribble. Hauser going to have to make a play now with 3 on the shot clock. Hauser in trouble. Throws a Bomb over to Shireman with its ticking. He has to launch at the shot clock buzzer, and it's an air ball. Hauser just gave the ticking grenade to Shireless. Wile E. Coyote.
3, 2. Here you go. You take it now.
He's going to pull the pin out of this thing, and here you go, Barry. Minnesota by 2. Minot trying to stay in front of Randall. Randall steps back at the elbow. Tough shot is good.
This time he just took his time. Before he was trying to overpower people.
16, 8, and 5 for Randall. 96-92. Minnesota by 4. 10-20 to go. Pritchard for Simons. Turn to Pritchard straight away. Pritchard, right-hand dribble, floats back out for Minot. Minot trying to drive off the wrong foot. A crazy shot. No good back iron, but Shireman grabs an offensive rebound, but he pushed off to get it. And the Celtics are struggling here without Derek White or Jalen Brown on the floor.
These guys are like Wile E. Coyotes. As you said, I watch all the things that just to push you, shoving.
Randall, double team comes from Simons, knocks the ball away, and Pritchard comes up with it. Double team came just at the right time. Pritchard leads for Hauser. Hauser puts it back in his pocket. Waits for Pritchard to come get it. Pritchard pressured along the sideline by Mike Conley.
And give Pritchard something to set up the hit and see if he can get him open.
Instead, Pritchard trying to do it himself here. Loses Conley, step back at the elbow. His jumper's good. Pritchard all by himself there.
Yeah, that was essentially nobody came over to help him. He had to force that. Oh.
Driving, scooping Shannon. He fell out of control. Celtics have the rebound. 5-on-3. Simons got foul. It's a smart foul by Conley.
That should be a tape.
It really should. It was an intentional foul by Conley. The Celtics bench is not arguing.
Well, why are you not arguing about it?
That's a great question.
We're looking right at it, and you knew what he was doing because he knew the numbers were going the other way. That's a 19-year-old veteran. 19-year.
Boston down by 2. 9:19 to go for second up. Nate Pritchard straight away against Naz Reid. He's giving away about a foot here. Pritchard ducks the shoulder, gets to the free throw line, pump fake, steps through, scoop, no good. He got his own rebound for a second, but it's knocked away, and Conley lead for Shannon. Shannon driving on Sam Hauser, again fumbles it. Out of bounds. Boston ball.
Just out of control.
He is.
Looking to make plays.
Hauser wanted to inbound the ball, and Danica Barudi would not give it to him. He wanted to run the break. He was visibly frustrated that she wouldn't hand him the ball. Simon, watched by Conley. High left-hand dribble, takes the handoff back from Minot. Simons against Naz Reid. Simons ducks the shoulder, feeling contact, floats it up, blocked easily by Naz Reid. He gobbles it up in one motion. He gets it away to Randall. Lead for DiVincenzo, back to Randall, attacks the middle of the floor. Hauser reached in, knocked it away off Randall, out of bounds. Boy, Minnesota getting to the rim, but the Celtics are making plays here. Just sticking their hands in to knock the ball away. Keeping Minnesota from scoring. We have had 4 total points scored in this fourth quarter.
Drop his knee. Good hands. I think it's about Pritchard that made it happen. Challenge this, I think.
Well, they can't. They challenged already and lost. That was when nobody could figure out the building. And they called the 3-shot foul on Cunningham. Why the Celtics weren't challenging him. The guy who knew right away was Matt Reynolds. And we don't have a timeout. Because the Celtics had used it trying to get the ball inbounds on the previous possession. You can't challenge if you don't have the thing you lose when you lose the challenge. Have the stakes to step up to the table. Pritchard, Orbello Shireman, zips an entry towards Minot, deflected and stolen. Lead for DiVincenzo against Pritchard. Floats it for the cutter. It is Shannon who lays it in with the right hand. Celtics offense, which was brilliant in the first half, has now come to a complete stall. 8:13 to go at Target Center. Minnesota 98, Boston 94 on the BetMGM. Offense is absolutely stalled. They have scored 12 points in the last 12 minutes after a brilliant offensive first half. Now you get Jaylen Brown back in the game, see what he has left. Jordan Walsh, who's been basically on a milk carton today, has not scored or grabbed a rebound in 16 minutes. Will come back in, playing with Peyton Pritchard, White, and Cada. Cada already a career-high 15 rebounds, 4 points away from his career high as well. He was dominating Gobert in the first half. Exactly 8 minutes remaining right now if you're syncing up. Derek White has the ball knocked away by DiVincenzo, so he's allowed to go get it in the backcourt. And DiVincenzo eventually trips him, no call. They go to the floor. DiVincenzo ends up tying him up for a jump ball. Celtics thought there was going to be a call on DiVincenzo. And DiVincenzo is mad they didn't call the backcourt violation. Derek White saying he never deflected it. Derek White is mad, saying DiVincenzo fouled him.
Look at that off arm though. He did push it in the side. Really?
Now DiVincenzo and Derek White will jump it. Only 3.6 on the shot clock. And DiVincenzo wins it, and Naz Reid has got it. So the Celtics another empty possession. Been a ton of those here in the last 12-13 minutes. Anthony Edwards for Naz Reid. Here's the bounce entry to Randall. Cada in his stance. Kick back to Naz Reid. Reid drives, moves into the corner. Shannon, three, switch.
I think Brown just kind of ran out of steam.
Yeah, no question.
He looks just a little tired. Like, man, DiVincenzo was just...
Largest lead for Minnesota is 7. Cada for Pritchard. Boots out to Jaylen Brown in the wing. He up takes the three, drives past Naz Reid, goes off the window and in, scoring the foul.
Well, there goes your tired right there. This time, guys, man up in the air, got him in the popcorn popper, went right to the body.
Jaylen Brown, just 1 assist, no rebounds, no steals. 9 points now in the second half after a brilliant first half we had never seen in the play-by-play era. 27 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. One of the best halves of his career, but he has looked tired here in the second half.
Those numbers are crazy. And the thing, he was doing really well early in the game. He had that 5 rebounds. He got those early. That's kind of cooled off there. You're going to need to rebound the ball to be effective against this team to get back in it.
Jaylen has only been in the line twice today. 2 for 3. 36 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. The season high for any Celtic was his 41 at Detroit. That Sunday afternoon game, game 3 of the season. And he followed up with 33 against Detroit on Wednesday night. Free throw, rims out. Rebound, Naz Reid. 101-96, Minnesota by 5 on the ball, 7:09 to go. Anthony Edwards comes across half court, guarded by Jordan Walsh. Gobert straight away, hand back to Anthony Edwards. Walsh right on his shoulder. Edwards drives, lays it up with left hand, no good. Came right out of his hand. Pritchard the rebound, hand off Derek White. Celtics trying to run. Derek White back to Pritchard. Deep three. Celtics need it, don't get it. Rebound DiVincenzo. And a foul. Or did Chris Finch call timeout? I think Chris Finch was in the ear immediately of John Goldman because he wanted to stop it. Make some substitutions here. 6:51 to go. Minnesota 101, Boston 96 on the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network. Nothing. Who would have imagined top of the Eastern Conference would be Detroit, Toronto, Miami at the quarter pole of the season. DiVincenzo switches to the left hand, dropping on Pritchard, floats it up. Cada got a piece of it, and it comes down to Jaylen Brown.
Good job by Cada. This time just getting those fingertips up on the basketball.
Cada's been really good in this game. Jaylen switches to the left hand, gets around Naz Reid, jumps in the air, and Reid got a hand on the basketball to force a jump ball. It's a great defensive play by Naz Reid.
The ball, and all he did was grab it. Jaylen has to bring that ball closer to the body.
Jaylen has looked human in the second half. He looked anything but. He looked like the star of stars in the first half of this game. One of the best halves we've ever seen Jaylen Brown play. And we'll jump it against Naz Reid here. And it comes down. They might have to do this one again. They kind of tied each other up. The ball came down, hit Jaylen.
Smart play by Jaylen. This time saying the guy about 6'9", going up against the guy 6'7". Jaylen just jumps right to the body. That's what I would do.
Here's jump ball again. And Jaylen gets a hand on it, and it comes back out to Derek White. Celtics win the jump ball. Up faking on Naz Reid, and Jaylen Brown goes down and throws it out to Derek White. As he fell, Derek White gets to 12 feet, floats it up, no good. Offensive rebound, putback for Peyton Pritchard. That's how the Celtics built the lead at the start of the game, by crashing the offensive glass. That's their 12th offensive rebound of the day.
All this guy out there is not about the size.
101-98. Minnesota up by 3. Minnesota up by 6 as Anthony Edwards gets the Gobert screen and drills a 3. They're scoring easy now. And the Celtics have scored just 29 points here in the second half.
Trying to get through that big pick, man. That's tough to do.
Celtics scored 30 in each of the first 2 quarters. Have not gotten to 30 here in the second half. We got 5:33 to go. Jaylen Brown, left-hand dribble, turned his hand over on it. 11th Boston turnover is a big one. Minnesota the ball in a 6-point lead. 5.5 to go.
Guys make that move all the time, and I've said that over and over again. Look at this. Look at the carry of the basketball. And you know what you see, and that comes from your era, Sean. The and one basketball guys. I mean, they were turned over like they were turned over flapjacks.
Sick with it. Skip to my Lou. Anthony Edwards to his right. Launches the 3, no good, but Jordan Walsh from behind ends up undercutting him. And Anthony Edwards will get 3 free throws.
Can you say anything about the pick that's being set by Gobert? Because he's trying to come off this pick. Look at this pick being set by Gobert. You get tied up, that's a moving pick. That's a moving pick. Jordan Walsh, they don't check right there for, flagrant then. Kind of went under the body at the end.
Edwards gets the first free throw. Minnesota can end up with their largest lead out of this sequence. It's 7 now, and 2 more free throws coming for Edwards. The Jordan Walsh line tonight, 19 minutes. No points, no rebounds, no assists, 4 fouls. He is actually one of the Celtics' better plus-minus players for the game. Whatever that
goes to show you what plus-minus about.
Individual game plus-minus is rarely telling. It's been good. He misses the 3rd free throw, just like Cade Cunningham the other day. But Minnesota now up by 8. 20-point turnaround in this game. Celtics offense just cratered in the second half. Jaylen Brown for Derek White, straight away. DiVincenzo on him. Cada sets a screen, trying to free him. Derek White runs to the 3-point line, launches, no good, back iron. Offensive rebound, Jordan Walsh. His first rebound, kick out, Pritchard, 3. Circles the rim, no good. And the rebound for Jake McDaniels. Celtics just gone totally quiet from 3. Had that one hot stretch in the second quarter. Gobert. So the Celtics have to make 16 threes this year to have a chance. Edwards steps to his left, launches his 3. It's no good. Rebound, weak shot, punched in the air by White, but Gobert's got it. Goes behind the back. DiVincenzo finds the cutter. Edwards elevates and scores off the window. And the Celtics have gone from up 12 to down 10. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. But we're down to 4:29 to go.
Difficult game when you talk about you don't do those little things. You boxed out early. You got all the rebounds. Now you can't get a rebound.
Celtics in the second half, 4 of 17 from 3. Now what looks to me, they've made 12 shots in the second half, 12. Made 29 in the first half. Celtics are shooting 33% from the floor in the second half after a dominant, ridiculous 1.4 plus points per possession in the first half, and now they trail one of the better teams in the league by 10 on the road with 4:29 to go.
You put yourself in harm's way, and also the fact that Brown cooled off. Brown was looking at possibly a career game. Talking about the 50 that he had. He was going that way, scoring at will, left hand, right hand, 3-point shot. And all of a sudden you could see that he stopped having that bounce in his legs later on. It's going to be one of those things that Joe Mazzulla and the teams have to look at. How long can you play Brown before you give him some rest?
Jaylen Brown has played 16 minutes in the second half. Celtics are minus 18 in those 16 minutes.
Wow.
108-98 is the Minnesota lead with 4:29 to go. They say the Celtics can make any noise heading into Cleveland tomorrow. Here's Cada. Hand off for Jaylen Brown. Turns the corner with Edwards on him. Jaylen gets to the dotted line, floats it up and in, but he was fouled, but before the shot.
Edwards trying to say he got fouled here by Brown. No way.
Fouls on Naz Reid. His first. Hauser comes in to get Jordan Wall. Celtics need offense now. Down by 10 with 4:15 to go. Jaden McDaniel's been really good. He's blown up the Celtics offense a lot here in the second half. Pritchard on the inbound. 5-second count is underway. He has to get it in. Does to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen moving to his right behind the Cada screen. Chased by Edwards. Finds Cada rolling to the basket. Cada fouled smartly from behind by McDaniels. And Cada will go to the line with Boston down 10 and 4:09 to go.
They aren't giving up anything right now these last couple of games.
Seems like Cada has not had a rebound. He had that career-high 15 rebounds midway through the third quarter. So everything just went south, and he misses another free throw. Celtics don't get to the, as it is, Minnesota third in the league in free throw attempts. Celtics are 30th. Today, 16 free throw attempts for Minnesota, just 7 for the Celtics. Free chicken sandwich coming if Cada misses the second free throw. That will explain the noise behind me.
That's the only reason the people on the screen.
Second free throw, rims out, and the place goes crazy. There will be an abundant chicken feast. But more to the point, Celtics still trail by 10. Now Minnesota can run some clock here as we go under 4 minutes to go.
They're not even looking at Rudy Gobert.
Naz Reid enters to Edwards, spins on Hauser, lays it up and in with the left hand. Celtics put together a brilliant first half, but they have just run out of gas. Derek White attacking with Gobert in the paint. So the kick out Jaylen Brown. He'll just launch a three. Front iron, no good. Cada battling for the rebound, and he's gotten the first rebound in a while, adding to his career high. They swing it around the horn. Hauser misses another three. Rebound belongs to Jaylen Brown.
The Hauser get fouled?
And there was a foul in that sequence on Minnesota and McDaniels. And Minnesota's over the limit, but the Celtics are up by 12 with 3:33 to go. The last guy you want at the line here is Cada. Celtics scored 36 in the first quarter, 33 in the second quarter, and they have scored 29 points in the second half. This is reminiscent. When we were here last year, it was the start of a road trip in which the Celtics won the game here. They won the back-to-back at Houston the next night. This was right at the first of the year. And then they went into Oklahoma City, and that's what this game reminds me of. When the Celtics had that great first half into the third quarter, they had a double-digit lead in Oklahoma City, and it felt like they didn't score the rest of the game. This is very similar.
Defense just really tightened up in it.
Cada bounces the second free throw, and he gets them both. And the Celtics, who had 69 points in the first half, get to 100 with 3.5 to go. They trail 110 to 100. Minnesota has lost 15 of 17 to the Celtics. Derek White harassing Anthony Edwards across half court. Ends up committing the foul. 4th team foul on the Celtics, first on Derek White today. These teams will rematch. And in fact, you wonder, NBC kind of gambling on who may or may not be back for the Celtics by the end of the year. But Minnesota's game in Boston. And Edwards is down. He's sort of sitting down, rocking back and forth. He's holding on to his fingertips, so he's finally helped up. The rematch here is going to be a Sunday night basketball game on NBC, national game, late in March, when Minnesota comes to Boston trying to snap a 21-year losing streak in the building. Sam Cassell and Wally Zerbiak were on the last Minnesota team that won a game in Boston. DiVincenzo gets it into Anthony Edwards. Edwards with his big second half. He's up to 34. You know he'd love to outscore Jaylen Brown in this game. He might end up doing it. Naz Reid or DiVincenzo goes behind his back, ball knocked away by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen going the length of the floor, elevates and lays it in.
I was trying to say he got hit on the end there.
38 for Jaylen Brown. Remember, this is the building where very early in his career he had that awkward fall dunk attempt. That was one of the scariest things we had ever seen. Anthony Edwards, double team, kick out Mike Conley against Derek White. Conley shovels it to Naz Reid, up fakes on Cada. Return to Conley. Conley moves it to DiVincenzo. Right side three online, but too strong. And the rebound on the weak side is number 17 for Cada. And then Gobert fouled him, and it was almost as if he's hacking Cada. But the last thing you'd ever want to do up by 8 with 2:41 to go is stop the clock.
Yeah. But it's going on. See Brown got fouled. Might have him in, but man, that's just not a smart play for Gobert. At least make him earn it. They're up right now by 8. I'll give him a couple of baskets here, a couple of free throws.
First of which again rattles in.
One thing that happens in this situation is that now you're able to set your defense up a little bit better.
Cada has one more free throw to try to make it a 2-possession game. Celtics still clinging to life here, down 110 and 103 with 2:41 to go. Wet spot on the floor. They're cleaning up to the Luka didn't like the NBA Cup floor, said it was too slippery, and the Lakers did not play on it last night. They played on the regular floor.
Okay, Luka.
Throwing that weight around there. Obviously, with less weight on his body, but when he has left, he's throwing around. Lakers will be in Boston Friday night. Cada gets the second free throw. Career highs for Neemias Queta. 19 points, 17 rebounds. 110-104. Still a 2-possession game. 2:35 to go. Pritchard trying to dog Conley as he comes across half court. Remember, Minnesota has collapsed in these late game situations all year. Randall and DiVincenzo turns the corner. Bounce pass back out to Randall. Aims the three, puts it back in his pocket. Now steps back away from Cada, misses the three. Rebound. Hauser, good rebound. Keep it away from DiVincenzo. Boston down 6. 2:15 to go. Jaylen Brown goes back to Derek White. Derek White going to launch a deep three. Got it. It's a 3-point game.
He didn't really feel comfortable shooting it. Then he reset himself and knocked it down.
Could the Timberwolves be on the verge of collapsing again? 9 straight for the Celtics here down the stretch. They're within 3 with 1:53 to go. Anthony Edwards pulls up on Derek White. Skip pass into the corner. Naz Reid, 3. No good. Rebound, weak side. Cada, his 18th rebound. Now Boston down 3. Jaylen Brown, pull up, 3 in transition. Got it! Tie game!
He knew he was going to take that shot. He was coming down in rhythm.
12 straight for the Celtics. Another Minnesota collapse. And the game is tied with 1:31 to go. 1:10 apiece. Anthony Edwards against Sam Hauser, deep on the right side. Edwards dribbling between his legs. Here's the step back. The hero 3. No. Rebound. Out of bounds. Did Jaylen deflect it? He did. And it will go back to Minnesota.
Wow. See, that's hero basketball there. Taking that shot. Nobody moved it. Nobody touched it. Shot clock is 14.
Minnesota led this game by 12 with 3.5 to go. Now we're tied. Edwards bounce past Randall. Extra pass into the corner. Mike Conley hits a 3.
Reliable as he can be.
He has taken 2 shots all day. Both threes, he's made them both. 113-110. Boston down 3. Minute 4 to go if you're syncing up. Derek White gets a screen from Jaylen Brown. Floats it back to Jaylen Brown. Up fakes the 3. Steps to his left. Takes it. No good. Back iron. Rebound. Naz Reid pulls it away from Hauser. Minnesota by 3. And the ball. Clock rolling. 51-50. 49 seconds to go in regulation. Another game going down the stretch between these two. Edwards drives past Cada and gets fouled.
Edwards, what he did, he baited him in then. That time was driving towards the basket. And then great position. What he does, he just goes right back up into the body of Cada. You know what I'm seeing though with Edwards? Sometimes just wants to. I mean, we want our superstars to take games over, but he's going to have to get other people involved late in basketball games so he can have confidence.
Anthony Edwards, 20 in the second half, now 35 for the game. As he makes the first free throw, makes it a two-possession game, trying to put Minnesota up by 5, and he does with 44.6 to go. 115 to 110. Hayden Pritchard. Into the front court. Finds Derek White. White going to launch the quick three. It rims out as he gets fouled. He should get 3 free throws here. Fouls on DiVincenzo.
What's Minnesota doing? You trying to give the game away?
And you are seeing and hearing, underscoring the problems Minnesota has. This is not, there's not a bunch of guys down there you would ask to take a test for it. It's not a high IQ team. It's a super talented team. But that's why they need Mike Conley at 38 years old to play these clutch minutes. Now Derek White needs to make all 3 free throws here with Boston down 5 with 37 seconds left. First one barely rattles in. Quiet shooting day for Derek White after his brilliant performance against Detroit on Wednesday. His best game of the season. Jaylen Brown up to 41, 6, and 7. Derek second. Right down the middle.
If you're the Celtics, all you can do is hope for a shot at this thing. You don't have to foul in this situation. You have to play great defense and get the rebound.
Celtics do not have a foul to give. They will trail by either 2 or 3.
Edwards is not going to give this basketball up, I can tell you that.
Derek White's hit the first 2 free throws. The third one is in the air, bounces out. Minnesota the rebound. And it just got tougher. Minnesota by 3 on the ball. 32 seconds to go. Anthony Edwards walks across half court. Milking time off that clock. Derek White. Hand on Anthony Edwards' hip. Ball floated to Randall. Randall goes back to Edwards straight away. Shot clock at 5. Anthony Edwards, game on his fingertips. Dribbles it, lost it, has it back, has to launch a crazy 3, and he hits it. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla. Celtics played the defense. Edwards fumbled it, recovered it, and just threw it towards the rim, and that's the shot that will seal the fate. 39 for Anthony Edwards. Minnesota by 6 with 14 seconds to go. Can't do any more for the Celtics. It's better to be lucky than good, but if you're Anthony Edwards, you're both.
Yeah. Talking about great basketball players do crazy things sometimes, but there was no way that ball was supposed to go in. And it was exactly what I told you. He was not going to give this basketball up because he wanted to get it.
Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stay what you're getting so hollow, so cold. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up.
Derek White turning the side of the bounce. Into Pritchard. Pritchard against Conley. Creates some room. Step back 3. Short. Rebound DiVincenzo. Minnesota just has to get across half court, but Hauser will give the foul. That will make the score look a little more lopsided than it really was. As DiVincenzo will go to the line with 6 seconds to go. As Minnesota will snap their 3-game losing streak, but not breathe that easily doing it. They blew a couple of games out on the West Coast in their 0-3 road trip. And tonight, blew a 12-point lead with 3.5 minutes to go. The game was tied. Anthony Edwards making that big shot late. Mike Conley, enormous 3 late in the shot clock. We'll put it away now from the free throw line. When you look at the talent, and the size, and the experience of this team, the fact that Boston and Minnesota came in today with the same record and the same statistical profile is crazy. DiVincenzo misses the second free throw. Margin is 7. Long outlet. Peyton Pritchard's got it. He will throw out to Sam Hauser. His 3 is good, and that will give us our final score. The Celtics put a healthy scare into the Timberwolves, but their little 2-game win streak will come to an end. Minnesota's 3-game losing streak will come to an end. And the Timberwolves survive. The final score, Minnesota 119, Boston 115. Back with more on the BetMGM WROR Celtics Radio Network.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders and new sauces. So whether you're a creamy ranch girly or a new Wendy's signature